Hey everyone, welcome. We are doing spiritually aligned selling today. I'm going to do a bonus pop up, and this is based on all of the engagement and all of the content in the group. So, if you're here live, go ahead and comment below, and I'm just going to make sure my mic is working. So, I'm going to just wait a few moments. Yes. And Anka, I love it. So, Anka committed to permission to profit. We are cheering her on. We are getting in the vibration of receiving clients this weekend. And so here are her intentional thoughts. People are looking for me so badly. They want me. They just need to know me and know my offer. My offers are no brainers, such high value. They are looking for help right now. They are willing to pay for help right now. So good. All right, let me check to make sure I'm actually live. Make sure that I can see and hear myself. Yes. Okay. It's working. All right. So here's what I'm going to go through today. I want to talk about spiritually aligned selling, exactly what it is, exactly what spirituality is, because I've been talking to a lot of people as I've been doing consults for the program. And I have people anywhere from they are already spiritual, but maybe they're not doing their practices as much as they would like, or they want to be spiritual. They're like, I want to have this thing that other people seem to have, but they feel like it's outside of their reach or they feel like it's not for them. And then we have a third category of people who are very, 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 very logical, like very analytical, very logical, like very left brained. But they're like, I just don't want to be working so much. I don't want to be doing so much action. So if you're one of those three people, then this is going to be for you because we want to solve this like problem of feeling like everything in your business is so, so hard. Because when it feels like it's so, so hard, then you want to give up. And you're not going to have a successful business if you're always convincing yourself not to give up. Okay. So here's what we're going to do first. I'm going to just check the comments again to see if there's anything to coach on and to bring up as an example. And then we'll go through these processes. Okay. Beautiful. Okay. So, what I want to do first is guide you through a short, maybe 5-minute meditation. And I want to get you into the energy of alignment. Okay. And I'll teach you a little bit about the chakra system, which is the energy centers in the body. And when I think of spiritually aligned selling, it's very much noticing the vibration in each chakra. So when you think of, okay, chakras in the body, it's just energy, okay? Let's say you come from a religious background. We were not taught this. This is something that's taught in the eastern part of the world. In the western part of the world, it's not really taught. But the body is energy, and it is frequency, and it is vibration, and it's measurable. So this is not something that like we either believe in or don't. Like I don't believe in that. It's science, it's science-based, it's proven. Okay. And then if you're wanting to come into alignment in your business to where it feels like your heart is expanding, you're feeling connected, you're feeling like you're in your purpose, you're feeling like your business is expanding your consciousness, like it's taking you to a new understanding of life. That's what my business has done for me. That's what I want your business to do for you. You're being in partnership with your business. You're in relationship with your business. And your business is also an energy that wants to flow through you. Okay? So when we think of the chakras, there are 7 of them. And we want to start with the root. And the root is down at the base of your spine, right? Your seat. And it is based on safety and security. Safety and security. So it would make sense that if you're not feeling safe to be seen, you're not feeling safe to sell, you're having fear of rejection, it would feel really hard for you to show up in your business. Okay? That makes sense. The next level is your sacral. Your sacral is your sexual organs. It's sitting down low in the gut and the pelvis, the uterus. It is your creative energy, your passion. So we want to ignite that area of the body. And I'll walk you through, once we do this meditation, I'll just walk you through aligning these areas. And we want to align with that passion part because it's like if business is hard and if sometimes we get rejected and if sometimes we get disappointed, we want to be able to tap into that passionate energy, that desire of wanting to show up for our business. So I'll teach you how to tap into that sacral energy. The next one is the solar plexus energy. And that solar plexus energy is right below the rib cage. This is your sense of power and will. This is your sense of strength, determination, this masculine forward movement. This like, I'm going to show up, I'm going to do the thing, I'm going to believe that I'm good enough, and I'm going to move forward. So those three chakras need to be paid attention to. Then the next one is the heart, right? So we expand the heart, we open the heart, we connect to the heart, and we receive love, right? We can just think of like and when I think of the heart, and you can do it right now where you just tap into the energy of the heart has a magnetic field and it's measurable. Again, heart has a magnetic field, it has its own vibration. And when you think about it, the heart we're not beating it on purpose. We're not in control of beating it. So there is something else, a higher intelligence that allows our heart to beat while we go to sleep because we're not thinking it. We're not in charge of it. Our heart just beats. So we start to tap into the miracle of what it means to be alive, to have our business, to be in alignment with our purpose. And that expansiveness, that love vibration moves out into the world. Okay, so that heart space needs to be open and accessible. And then the next one we have is the throat, right? Obviously, if you're out in the world using your throat to verbalize what it is that you sell, we need to allow that throat to be open. We need to allow any energy to flow through, saying it's important. What I have to say needs to be heard. It's important. It's safe for me to speak my truth. And we open up the energy of the throat to communicate either through written word or through video. And then next is that third eye. So it's right in the center here. And scientifically, it's the pineal gland, which is inside the brain. And that is known to take us to higher frequencies, higher vibrations within our consciousness. So the third eye can simply be visualizing what it feels like to have that 100K business. Visualizing what it feels like to have that 100K business. Visualizing what it feels like to have $10,000 in your bank account. Visualizing what it feels like to receive that money, that payment from the invoice you've sent out to your client. So we use this third eye to visualize what we're manifesting, what we're creating. And we also use this to receive solutions or to receive ideas or divine inspiration. So we open up that center. And then we have the crown, which is the top of the head, right? And I've got this beautiful, check the hair out today. I have that crown. There's a saying in Texas, in the US, like the higher the hair, the closer you are to God, right? So that's kind of what I'm doing today is like opening up that crown, which is this, if you imagine, it's like this energetic field that connects you to higher consciousness, thoughts and ideas, okay? Now, right now, if you don't consider yourself a spiritual person or if spirituality is new to you, or let's say you were raised very religiously, okay? It doesn't matter what religion, but typically religion says there's a hierarchy. There's only certain people that can connect to God, or we were told God was like this mean person who's going to punish you. So there might be a disconnect for you with the word God. There might be a disconnect with you with the word source or energy. So I want you to connect with the feeling of peace, love, and compassion. Okay, peace, love, and compassion. Those feeling states are the expression of source, universe, God. Peace, love, and compassion. So everyone can access this no matter what your religious or spiritual background. It doesn't have anything to do with that. It has to do with feeling those feelings in your body. So that is what we're going to practice now. And then I'll take you into the process of spiritually aligned selling. So as you're watching the replay, go ahead and get settled in, have a seat. It's useful to have some water. It may also be useful to have a unicorn cup. It's okay if you don't have one. Hold on. Thank you for that expression. So oftentimes, I just had a cough. I just had a throat chakra expression release right there. Oftentimes, these things will happen if we need to clear a block. So I did ceremony today before I started, and I had a coughing fit during ceremony, and I just had another coughing fit. So we're just going to tap into that and open up that throat here. Thank you. I'm going to take one more sip of water. And then let's go into our meditation. And those of you who are new to meditation, or you think you're doing meditation wrong, or you think it's hard, here's what I want you to understand about meditation. If we're taking it back to the science, all meditation is doing is changing our brainwave. So if you visualize the highest frequency brainwave, the brainwave you're in right now, is known, and it's not actually the highest. The highest is gamma brainwaves, and gamma brainwaves is when we go into like mystical experiences. If we go into breath work or we go into a deep, deep meditation, we can go into gamma. But our regular normal waking state is beta. So beta is characterized by a little bit of anxiety, a little bit of we have a little bit of cortisol there because we're paying attention and we're analyzing. We're paying attention and we're analyzing. So beta is the thinking brainwave, the thinking, the questioning, the analyzing. What meditation does is it allows us to drop down to the next brainwave, which is alpha. Alpha is a slowing down. Alpha is an observation without judgment. So the only thing we're doing in meditation is slowing down our body and our brain waves so that we can observe our thoughts. So all we're doing here is observing our thoughts without judgment. So when you go into this meditative state, all I want you to do is sit and observe. And you might observe something going on in your body. You might be like, I'm not doing it right. You might be like, oh, I have an itch. This is uncomfortable. We just observe all of them and we can imagine them floating away, right? So alpha brainwave is right in the middle. And then when we go into deeper meditation, we can access theta brainwaves. And theta brainwaves is when we start to go into the gap. And what the gap is the moment between thoughts. And if you want to allow yourself to get into the gap a little bit more, you can just simply ask yourself, what was I just thinking? Ooh, I wonder what the next thought is going to be. And as you ask yourself, I wonder what the next thought is going to be, there's a moment of stillness where there's no thought. So all we're looking for is just moments of no thoughts, right? Most people give up on meditation because they're sitting there being like, I have so many thoughts. I have so many thoughts. Yes, that is the purpose. The purpose is to be with our thoughts and to find moments, brief little moments of the in-between space. Okay, and then let me just tell you one more thing. Delta brainwaves is your sleeping brainwaves. So the best time to do meditation is when you're waking or when you're sleeping. Because when you wake up, you're already in that kind of like half asleep, half awake brainwave state. You're already in theta brainwaves. So you're already meditating every day. You're already in that brainwave state every day. So take advantage of it. This is a great time to put your affirmations. This is a great time to set your intention. This is a great time to connect with those higher levels of consciousness. Okay, beautiful. I see my first comment coming in here. Let me see who's here, and then we'll go into our meditation. All right, let me see what is happening in the comments. Okay, Bree is here. Beautiful. All right, Bree, since you are here with me live, think about what your intention is for this session today, and then I'll take you into our we'll talk about spiritually aligned selling. But let's go. Good. You did yours this morning. Beautiful. Let's go into our meditation. All right. So taking a deep breath in. Exhaling out, allowing that sound to come through the mouth. Allowing the shoulders to relax, the jaw to relax. And let's imagine here as you close down the eyes. Feet are flat on the ground, spine is aligned. Imagine as you breathe in an energy coming down through the top of the head, down through the spine, down through the feet. As you do this, imagine this energy current. This is the manifestation current. This is bringing our thoughts into reality. This is a meridian in our body. Just doing this 3 times in total. And then we'll reverse it. Now imagine drawing energy up through the feet. Exhaling it out through the head. Maybe noticing here you might want to stretch or move the body. Exhaling. This current is the liberation current, taking us into the quantum realm, into alternate realities, into all possible realities, all dimensions, all versions of ourselves. One more here. Okay. Now let's begin with imagining roots. Roots in a tree trunk coming down to the spine, rooting us into the earth. Going down through the seat, going down through the legs, going deep, deep into the earth. And as you imagine those roots, just feel into the seat, feeling supported. Feeling settled into that root. And bringing presence to the physical body. As you do this now, create safety. Safety can feel like support. Safety can feel like having everything right now. There's air in the lungs, the heart is beating, the body is alive. Having food, water, shelter. Having safety to be the you that you are. And maybe you want to call on an affirmation. It's safe to be me. It's safe to sell. I am safe. I am supported. I'm just imagining as you're sitting down here at the base of the spine, a swirling red light, crimson red, deep red, almost brown, just rooted in your seat. In this moment, if there's any fear coming up, if there's any uncertainty coming up, just allow it to be. It makes sense. And as the fear or uncertainty may be there, or the resistance, Continue to imagine that swirling light just nourishing that area of the body. Sitting with this for as long as you need. And now feeling rooted and safe. Imagine the energy coming up into the low belly. And as it does so here in the low belly, imagine it turns into an orange, tangerine orange, shimmering light, spinning, shimmering. And imagine in this energy, you have passion, you have fire, you have desire, you have pleasure, you have creativity, you have sexual energy here, this deep desire of playful fun, sexiness. Allow that energy to just swirl and expand, and it may turn into a flame. Just notice the passion, the creation, the spark of life that is created in the womb. As a woman with this womb energy, we are creators. We are creators. We receive the spark of life from the divine, allowing this energy to build in the womb, this desire, this fire to build. With each breath, allow the movement. And see if you can breathe into that space, taking the breath deeper into the belly. It is safe to have desires. It is safe to desire money. It is safe to desire success. Allowing yourself to sit with that desire, the deliciousness of that desire. And as you do so, taking a deep breath, imagine moving up, bringing in a yellow golden sun into the area right below the rib cage, the solar plexus. The solar plexus is the center of power and will and strength, self-worth. Imagine this golden sun with each breath expanding out, down the legs, up the chest, expanding the field of the aura, expanding out into the room. And bring the energy of the sun that's so nourishing, that's energizing. Allowing that energy to come forth, to call you forward, coming out. Imagine stepping into the sun, stepping forward, and just being there, being enough in that energy. In this moment, it is safe for me to be seen as my light. It is safe for me to shine my light. And imagine this light shining, emanating out from the center of the chest, igniting other flames, other lights, and others around you. And receiving and affirming, I am good enough right now. Allow that energy to move up into the chest where it turns into a green, a shimmering green, into the heart. It may be a green, it may be a shimmering golden yellow, it may turn into a shimmering pink. As you breathe, imagine that heart expanding, that heart opening, allowing that soft pink or that shimmering green to just open up the chest. See if you can maybe place a hand on the heart and feel the beat of the physical heart. And just be with the energy of the heart chakra that is now beginning to open and soften. If you feel a vulnerability here, if you feel a desire to protect the heart, to protect yourself from rejection, or there is a pain from something in the past where you feel a wound, I want you to imagine a bright, shimmering green light, an orb that goes in right to that spot in the heart, and it begins to nourish it and it begins to expand. This here is the energy of Archangel Raphael, who is a healer, just receiving a bit of healing and allowing a bit of light to come into that heart. And remembering that this is coming from source, from the divine. It's not a feeling that you need to conjure up, it's just an opening. So as you open and you bring that light into the heart, just see if there's a softening here. It is safe for you to love yourself just as you are. It is safe for you to receive love. It is safe for you to receive money. It is safe for you to make mistakes. And let's just affirm here a little forgiveness around mistakes. Just saying this to yourself. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. I thank you. I love you. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. I thank you. I love you. And as you repeat this, imagine that heart expanding and opening. I'm sorry. I forgive you. I thank you. I love you. I'm sorry. I forgive you. I thank you. I love you. And from this place of deep compassion for yourself, remembering you're just a human, any decisions that were made, the information you had at the time, with the level of consciousness you had at the time. And just bringing in some proudness, some gratitude for you still being here, for you still showing up, for you still having this desire to expand and grow. Just bring in love for yourself for that. And as you do that, imagine this light expanding out, where this love expands out to fill the room. And it begins to touch every living thing in the room. Imagine it expanding out to fill the house. As this love pours in through the crown and out through the heart, imagine expanding even greater now out into the streets. Out into the city, out into the entire state. Imagine expanding out into the neighboring states, the entire country, the entire continent. And imagine now zooming out as this love expands and it covers the entire earth. And think now about just one person. Think about their energy field. Think about what you can help them with. And just send them deep, deep love that they deserve to invest in themselves. They deserve to receive your service and your support. Just send them those little love beams right now, making a connection, allowing them to desire what they desire, and they desire what you have. And with the next breath, now imagine the energy moving up into the throat. And it begins to release. It begins to open, and it turns to a blue light now. And it turns to the energy of water. The water flows through the throat, it releases, It unblocks anything that's still blocked. It soothes the throat. It opens the throat. It softens. And as you imagine this blue energy swirling through as the energy of water, just notice a softening in the throat and affirming. It is safe for me to speak. It is safe for me to share. It is safe for me to set boundaries. It is safe for me to sell. It is safe for me to shine. It is safe for me to sing. It's safe for me to soar. Allowing that safety and that expansion in the throat. It's safe for me to use my voice. My voice is good enough. My voice is perfect. My voice is the expression of the divine. I am a vibration. I am a vibration of creation. I am a sound. I will use the sound of my voice to carry a message and to invite people to work with me. Yes. Now imagine with the next breath, you move your attention and energy to the area in between the eyes. And you imagine this indigo, this deep blue. It may even look like a galaxy. It may just look like it has a depth and a nothingness to it. And as you connect with this expansive depth of nothingness, of creation, imagine now that there's a transparent movie screen. And on this movie screen, you can project your desires. Imagine receiving $10,000, watching it being deposited into your physical bank account, seeing the numbers on the screen, $10,000. Seeing yourself now in service to others, in your gift, in your purpose, in your dharma. Receiving money for who you are, for who you be, for what you offer. Imagine the joy of being able to share experiences with your family, travels, a new house, a new car. See it and feel it now as if it is already done. And as you're seeing and feeling it, imagine stepping through the screen into that experience so that you're there now, inside of the new car. You're there now with your family experiencing that vacation. You're there now in that house. And I invite you just for a few moments to sit with this and feel it in your body. Feel it in your body as if it's already done, because it is. Imagine your happy clients, your satisfied clients. They received their value, their transformation. They are thrilled that they made their investment. Notice the softening in the body when it's already done. There's no efforting, there is no doing. There's simply being in the energy of it being done. Now with the next breath, imagining a swirling, light purple, shimmering, magical unicorn light swirling around the top of the head, in and around and through. Imagining that it is expanding above the head and a channel of light opens. And as this channel of light opens, it's pouring down and through the body like a waterfall, like a magical, energetic waterfall of light. Feeling the top of the head open and inviting in compassion, love, truth, and the highest good of all, the source energy, this creator life force energy that is here in service to humanity. And as you open to this energy, it is simply creation energy. It is creative life force energy, allowing you to connect with the quantum field, with the energy of all. Simply put, it allows you to connect with the mind of source and with the mind of your clients. What do they need? What are their desires? What are their struggles? What are their fears? How can I help them overcome their fears, their challenges, their struggles? And in this moment, just receiving the vibration, being in this channel of light, connecting to this intention. I'm here to help. I'm here to serve. I'm here to provide solutions. Connecting now back to the heart, feeling that love and connection to the client. And imagining now, what are their fears? What are their blockages? How can I help them overcome their fears and blockages? How can I help them feel safe? And in this moment, just allowing and receiving. It is safe to expand my consciousness. It is safe to connect with the minds of my clients and the hearts of my clients. It is safe to solve their problems. It is safe to sit with them in their uncertainty. It is safe for this to be easy because I am now connected to my clients. Placing a hand on the heart now, bringing the awareness back into the body. Becoming an open channel now. And a channel is simply being connected to divine thoughts, inspirations. And we're feeling connected in the heart. And we're feeling open in the mind. I'm going to invite you now as we begin to come out of this meditation to grab pen and paper. You're just going to write down the first 5 thoughts that pop in your head that you can serve or connect with your clients today. Taking a deep breath in, wiggling fingers and toes, gently opening those eyes. And go ahead and I'll give you a few moments to write your 5 thoughts. Okay, so as you're here, now I give you some moments with your thoughts. Tell me, what are your thoughts about connecting with your clients today? And I see a few of you may have joined late. So if you did partake in the experience, tell me what feeling or vibration is in your body now. Hi, Anka. Don't worry, Anka. You can go back and watch the replay. You're still here. We still have plenty of time. All right. So tell me what came up for you, and then I am going to take the rest of this time to teach you the steps of spiritually aligned selling so that you all can go out and make offers and connect with clients. All right. think your post said December 15th. Oh, interesting. It might have said December 15th. Yeah. Yes, Anka, and I think I have the first 1K today. I love this. So, Anka, I'll use this time to coach you on that since I know you're going after a goal. All right. So, spiritually aligned selling. I want you to think of this as 3 steps. Okay, 3 steps. And inside of Permission to Profit, I break this down more specifically and we have more tools, but I want to give this to you as basics. Okay, so you can use it today. Step 1 is you tapping into your desire and holding space for your doubt. So some of you are making it a problem that you have doubt. And you're like, oh, I should fully believe. I should fully believe in myself. You know, I've taught you about the belief triad, believing in your clients, believing in yourself, believing in your offer. And you make it a problem when you have doubt. We want to hold space for the doubt. So we have desire, deep, deep desire. We want the thing, we want the clients, we want the success, we want to help them. And then we have doubt that we can do it. So the meditation experience I just took you through helps you sit with the doubt and say, you know what? It's fine. I'm a human being. I'm a human being who, when I go out into the world, I forget that I'm powerful. I forget that I have spiritual support. I forget that I have energetic alignment. And so it's okay to be with the doubt. It's okay to be with the questioning. What we want to do is tap into that desire and that love in the heart. Okay? So step 1 is be with your desire while allowing your doubt. It's totally fine. All right? Step 2, connecting to that heart. So what we did in this meditation experience was we connected to the energy of the heart, love for ourselves, and forgiveness for ourselves. So when we're putting ourselves out there and we're doing sales and we're doing marketing and we get a lot of no's or we made mistakes or things didn't pan out, we tend to beat ourselves up, especially my perfectionist clients. So when we do that experience to feel that feeling in our heart where we just bring light into the heart and we always just tell ourselves, I'm doing it right. I'm just bringing light into my heart. Some days you're going to feel it and you're going to feel this deep love. Some days you're not going to feel it as much. That's okay. It's just the simple practice of connecting to that loving energy. And then the meditation we did where we imagined that love expanding out, that's actually has been measured as well. It's called a meta meditation. And it's been measured that it has an impact on the vibration of the earth. They've done this where a group of people sat together in a meta meditation, a loving kindness meditation in a certain city. And then they took the statistics and they found that in that city, the crime rate had dropped for that one day. So you need to remember that there's power in this vibration and intention. So we connect to the heart. And then step 3, we take aligned action. And that aligned action is, okay, how can I make it as easy as possible for my clients to work with me today? How can I make it as easy as possible? And then we have inspiration and we move forward on that inspiration. Those are the 3 steps. And then I'm just going to tell you step 4 is your evaluation without shame. So your shame-free evaluation so that you always know after I take aligned action, I'm just going to evaluate, but I won't feel shame. I'll process it. I'll feel disappointed, but that's okay. I won't feel any shame. I'll move right into self-compassion, self-forgiveness. I made a mistake and that's okay. So these are the 4 steps to spiritual selling that you can do today. And it's done through this meditative process. And you also know what helps you. Everybody has their own practice. So I have some clients that like to do yoga. Some clients like to go for a walk in the woods. Some clients may like to do breath work. Some clients may like to do sound bath, Reiki. So you know the things that help you feel aligned. Maybe it's a massage. Maybe it's cuddling with your dog or holding your child. So we want to allow that desire to be there, the visualization to be there. And we want to take care of that nervous system. And anything that can open the heart, anything that opens the heart is just things that you love. Anything that opens the heart is just things that you love. And then we take aligned action so we can evaluate that aligned action. So these are the 4 steps of spiritual selling. But you notice the first step is really getting into that energetic field. And so inside of Permission to Profit, I have a mini course that's an introduction to meditation. So you can go use that mini course. And then we have pop-up breathwork sessions. And I actually am going to do a breathwork session for everybody for free on the 12th. So when you join Permission to Profit, our first group coaching call, the bonus call, is on the 12th. But what I've decided to do as well for the entire community of the world is I'm going to do a group virtual breathwork on 12/12 because it is a portal and it is a new moon. And I want everybody to be able to experience breathwork for free so that you know what you're also getting access to inside of the program. Breathwork is profound. It takes you to higher states of vibration. It helps you to release energy. It is profound. Now, I will say, I have some people, I do have at least one person in this group who's currently pregnant. Breathwork is not allowed for pregnant women. So if you want to come to the experience to do breathwork and you are pregnant, you cannot do the active breath. You can sit with us in meditation and do regular normal breathing, but the only contraindication for breathwork is pregnancy. Okay, so I just wanted to offer that. But I will send out the invite to that event on December 12th. It will probably be in the evening, so you'll get to experience that. Okay, all right. Anka's putting the 3 steps in here. Yes, tapping into desire and holding space for the doubt. Yes, it's totally fine that you have the doubt. Step 2, bring in the light, connect to the heart. Yes. Step 3, take aligned action. Perfect. And the question is, how can I make it as easy as possible for my clients to work with me today? And then evaluation without shame. Yep. And after you evaluate, perfect. I love the notes, Anka. Thank you for putting them there. Bree, are you going to be in the group? Yes. Thank you. I don't know if Bree's coming. We'll have to ask her. Okay. Bree and I have offices in the same place. It's so amazing. All right, group virtual breathwork, portal 12/12. Yes, Bree's manifesting Bree in the group. I would love for you to be in the group, Bree. I love it. All right. So let me coach you. We still have 10 minutes. So let me coach you all on what you're doing for your sales activities. What's your plan for today? What's your plan for the weekend? What's your plan for next week? This group is open until 12:15. I probably did make an accident. Sometimes I just type things. This group is open till 12:15. So those of you in the challenge, you can still hold the vibration of 5K and set the intention, 5K today. And I can walk you through any coaching you have. Do you have consults coming up? Do you need to work on marketing the easy way? What part of the process do you need help on? Go ahead and put it in the chat. And we'll go from there, okay? And then I'm going to dive back into the group because I saw some things that I wanted to coach on in the comments from before too. So I'm just going to come to the group and see what I see. Okay. Here we are. All right. Yes, so I'm going to go back to Anka's intentional thoughts about her offer. This is the best value offer. It's the best way they can be helped in the fastest way possible. It has everything they need. It has mindset and strategy, small doable steps, and exactly what they want to need. It will help them so much. Their lives and marriages will be changed forever. Their children will have better childhoods. It is worth getting resourceful, loan, selling some stuff, etc. It's the best thing they can invest in to help their lives and marriages. Everyone wants this offer. Everyone thinks this offer is the best value. Yes. I want to offer one more thing. And this is from my experience, Anka. I shared with you. I hired a relationship coach and I didn't want to. I was like I wanted to solve the problem, but I didn't really want to do the work to solve the problem. So when we're talking to clients on a consult and when we're selling in our copy and our content, we need to tap into desire for them. They need their desire to outweigh their fear. Their desire to outweigh their fear. Their fear is still going to be there. They're going to be like, this is too hard. I don't know if I can do it. I don't know if it's going to take too much time. So on the call and in your copy, You need to paint the vision for them. You need to tap into that third eye energy and envision for them what their life will be like at the end of your program. So, Anka's marriage coach at the end of your program, better sex, orgasms all day long, feeling happy, maybe losing weight in the physical body, not yelling at the kids anymore, like painting that vision for them of what that's going to look like. For Bree, being organized. They're going to be organized. They're going to feel better about themselves. They're not going to feel like a hot mess. They're going to save time, money. They're going to go out into the world feeling like put together because they know where all their things are. Painting that vision for them is going to help them step into that reality. And if you're having trouble painting it and you're still in some doubt, you go back into meditation, you go back into your journaling, and you write it out over and over and over again. So I'm going to share with you my belief for Permission to Profit to paint the vision for you all. So what happens at the beginning of the program, right? You're stepping into this magical container that's going to expand your consciousness just by your investment. So the first piece is the investment. When you set the intention and you say yes and you align, the transformation starts with the monetary investment, because money is energy. Energy is alignment. And that's you saying, I'm aligned to having this in my life. So first energetic transformation starts with the investment. That is going to call you into belief, because you're like, I'm the person who made this investment. So that's stage one. Just the investment, just getting in the room, just coming onto the first call is like, I did this. I set my intention. I connected to this divine source energy. I connected to my heart and my clients, and I made it happen. So you'll come into this room with a certain level of hopefulness, of belief, of expandedness. And as soon as we're doing our 2 calls, we have our bonus calls on December 12th, and then we have one on January 16th. Just in the first 30 days, you can double your revenue. Bree has done it before. This is how it works. This is how you double your revenue in 30 days. Every single day, you are committing to spiritual alignment. That's yoga, that's breath work, that's meditation. Every single day, you are committed to your journaling, your intentional thoughts. Every single day, you're committed to your mindset, right, which is still your intentional thoughts, and resetting it. So you got your morning routine where you do your meditation, your journaling. Then you've got your mindset where you need to reset that mindset. If somebody says no, or if there's a negative comment, you reset your mindset and you go out and market. Always asking yourself the question every day, how can I make it as easy as possible for them to join me today? As easy as possible. And then how can I put $5,000 of value out into the world today? So you're asking yourself those 2 questions. You're doing your marketing, you're doing your sales. When you do that repeatedly for 30 days, you will double your revenue. When your brain goes into doubt, you come right back to the process. It's okay for me to have doubt. It's okay for me to have fear. I'm going to realign. I'm going to take aligned action. I'm going to connect with my people. I'm going to realign. I'm going to take aligned action. I'm going to connect with my people. So I want you to imagine we're going to be doing a challenge starting on 12/12 inside the program. It is an aligned selling challenge where you're going to get out for 30 days and do this. And I want you to be in that energy of, I'm just going to make my investment back in 30 days. I'm just going to make my investment back in 30 days so that the rest of the program I have time to expand. When you do this, you will know that you can now create results. So the transformation promise in this program is that you won't be freaked out by your goals anymore. So here's what I see people do wrong. 2 things. First thing they do is like, well, of course I'm going to make 100K, or of course I'm going to make $1 million. I'm amazing. That can totally happen. And that feels good because it just feels like imaginary. It feels like wishful thinking. And what I teach you, so they either do that, or they do the thing where they're like, well, I don't know. I'm not sure. I've been in a slump. I don't know how to do it. Or they just give up on the goal. They're like, I'm just not going to have a goal, and I'm just going to like be calm in my body. So they either have a big goal that feels imaginary, that feels like it's wishful thinking, Or they completely let go of the goal. So they take the pressure off themselves. They're like, I'm just going to like talk to people and I'm just going to like, and they kind of like half ass it. And what I teach you is to hold both. So we set your goal up. We're like, okay, it's 10K. My goal is to create 10K months. We hold the goal and we believe in it, right? So we hold it and we believe, but also here's what's going to happen. We want the mind to have a little bit of drama. We want the mind to be like, how am I going to do this? And we want the brain to be able to do the hard work of figuring out how to do it. So I'm going to teach you how to hold on to the goal and to manage the mind when it doesn't know what to do to get the goal. So what we don't want to do is give up on your goal. I see so many people lowering their goal or giving up on the goal because of the way it makes them feel. We want you to experience some cognitive dissonance. We want you to be in problem solving. We want the brain to use its new neural pathways to create results in your business. So we want you to have the goal and be able to run the numbers, to do your projections, to be in, okay, this is my experiment. I'm going to go out and experiment, then I'm going to go out and evaluate. So in this program, you're going to learn, this is how I go out and create money. This is how I go out and create money. This is how I go out and create money. And you will have this certainty in your body that's like, when I have a goal, I get the goal. When I have a goal, I get the goal. And I help you manage any disappointment after going after the goal. So the other reason why most people won't set their goals and go after them is because they make it mean that they're a failure and that they don't deserve it. And what I teach you is we're going to keep going after the 10K goal until you reach the 10K goal. Some of you will reach it in this round. You can double your revenue. If you're at 5K, you can reach 10K. Some of you will reach it in 2 rounds, in a year. Some of you will reach it in 3 rounds, in 2.5 years. But the point is, you're all going to reach it. You're all going to cross the finish line. Okay? This is what's happening inside this program. You all are going to make 10K months. You might make your first one, then we figure out how to double it, then we figure out how to keep it consistent, and that's how you get to 100K. So 100K, just to remind you, to make 100K in your business, all that means is you've made at least 8K every month. And so what we do is we learn how to hold the vibration for consistency. What I see a lot of times is people will believe, and they'll do their month, their 10K month or their 5K month or their 8K month, and then they'll go back into disbelief and then they'll make that a problem. And what I want to do is be like, all right, it's okay for you to make the goal, be in disbelief, and we want to get you back into desire. Like, okay, I've got this. I'm going to get back into desire. I'm going to get back into connection into my heart. And I'm going to get back into delivering to my people, right? They're out there. They want more of me. They want what I have. That's the process that we're going to do over and over again inside of Permission to Profit. And I help you through every self-sabotage that comes up. So for a lot of you, what happens, and this happens for me, I'm going to share this story with you. I think this is important. There's actually 2 stories that I need to share with you. The first one I'm going to share is I went through a 9-month consult purgatory. And consult purgatory just means like I booked some consults. Everybody kept saying no for 9 months. And I felt like trash. And my bank account was going negative and negative and negative and negative and negative. All right. I'll tell you how I got out of that in a second. But I want to tell you on the other side of that, I got coaching. I got aligned. I did my forgiveness. I did my energy work. And finally, I signed 4 clients in a row within 2 weeks. And I received all these clients and I was writing up my evaluation and I was typing it into my coaching group. And all of a sudden my body started to shake and I started to cry. And I was like, what is going on here? And I realized what was going on is that my body was saying, you're not allowed to have this success. You shouldn't have this success. It's too easy. It's not supposed to be this easy. And so I set my computer aside. I said, I need to cry. And so for 30 minutes, I laid in my bed and I cried and I cried and I cried. And I heard all of these thoughts. And the thoughts were, you're not good enough. People don't like you. Like you're not supposed to be this successful. It's not supposed to be this easy. Like people don't want to hear how easy it is for you. Like you're only an inspiration when you're also struggling. Like you need to be struggling so you can inspire people. So all these thoughts were coming, right? And I was just like letting them pass, crying. And then I had a spiritual experience. And this is really important You know how we filled our body with light today? I want you to know that you are divine, you are divinity, you have dominion over every single energy on this earth. What that means is nothing can get you. Okay, there's nothing out there, there's no darkness that can get you because you're connected to the light. So, because I knew this, I was in my light, I was in my light body, I was bringing light into my body as I was crying. But here's what happened: in my mind's eye, I could see these little dark energies. It looked like, Harry Potter Dementors? It looked like Harry Potter Dementor energy. And they came at my heart and they were like trying to claw at my heart space. And I'm just the whole time, I'm not in any fear. I'm just in observation because I'm in a meditative state. As I'm in this observation, I hear and I feel these energies, but I'm light. So I'm like, there's nothing you can do. So I just like let them try to do their thing. And they said to me, and here's what the energies were: the energies were from the government, from advertising, and for big corporations. And these energies said, you can't help people get happy. You can't help people feel sufficient. You can't help people make money. You're not allowed to do that because then we can't advertise to them. Then we can't control them. We need them to be afraid. We need them to not know about their power. We need to be able to control them. And I, in my light body energetic state, said, fuck off. And I said, oh, I see exactly what's going on now. That's just a spiritual attack that didn't want me to help people. In that moment, I just let them dissipate, and eventually they just kind of like floated away because it's like, you can't touch me. You can't do anything to me. I am the light. This is what I'm here for. And I'm like, no, I understand now. There's a spiritual warfare going on because I'm powerful and I'm helping people step into their power. Like, yeah, okay, I understand now. So that I want you to understand. And I don't want you to be fearful of this because these energies cannot do anything to you. But I want you to understand that this is why doubt and fear comes in, because doubt and fear is a control mechanism. And you are the light, you're divine, you have power. You have purpose, you have power, you have a gift, and you are meant to contribute to the upliftment of this planet. So, of course, there are things out there that do not want you to do that. They don't want you to break the pattern. They don't want you to break the cycle. That's why we do our spiritual alignment in this program, because what we're doing is changing the world. All right? Okay, I'm going to check the comments and then I'm going to tell you my other story. Okay, let me see what's going on here. My spiritual clients love that story. And if right now that feels scary to you, don't worry. I teach you how to meditate and get into your power. All right. So we want the mind to have a bit of drama. Yes. Yes. Because we're expanding the mind. We're teaching it what to do. Bree says, yes, it's great space for me to connect to source, how to solve the problem. Yes. I get the goal. Yes, you do. Yep. This is how I go out and create money. Yep. We keep going after the tank goal until we get it. Exactly. We all cross the finish line. Exactly. Holding the vibration for consistency. Anka says, 4 clients, 2 weeks. Yes. Now you know it's possible. Now you just know your body might have a reaction to the success. All right. And Anka brought this up the other day, so I'm going to share this with you and anybody else. A lot of you guys have fear of failure and fear of success. And a lot of times when that success comes, you feel like you have to hold it. I want to teach you, you're not supposed to hold on to success. Success is like water. It's supposed to flow through your body. And I have a meditation inside the program that we'll do together. Here's how I did it for myself. I invited the energy of success into my body. Okay, so I was in meditation. I invited the energy of success into my body. And the way it felt for me was zappy. So, like a bug zapper, it felt like this blue energetic light. It felt kind of like electricity. And as it came into my body, it felt zappy. So like my skin was kind of tingling and it felt like too much. So as it felt like too much, I was trying to hold it. It was like me trying to hold a bug zapper that was electrocuting me. I was saying like, I can't do this. It's too much. It's too much to hold. It's too much to hold. And Spirit said, you're not supposed to hold it, silly, first of all. So I said, okay. I took a deep breath and I let the energy just pass. Like I grounded the energy, right? So if I'm being electrocuted, we want that energy to go down into the earth and find its path. So I did that, but I also called on the Holy Spirit. And you can use any word you want. But for me, the Holy Spirit energy comes in as this golden light. So I said, Holy Spirit, please come, soften this energy, help me be with this energy. So I imagined this golden orb coming into my body. And as the golden orb came into my body, it softened that electrical energy and it turned it into like ocean waves. And then I was like kind of floating on these ocean waves of success. Like, ooh, it's not something for me to hold. It's just something for me to experience. It's just something for me to dance with. Like, it's just a vibe. Like, ooh, I'm just floating here. And all of a sudden, it took that pressure off me trying to hold the success. And it allowed me just to be in the vibration and in the energy of allowing this flow to come through me. That's all success is an energy. So I'm going to teach you how to be with that energy of success. Okay? You can do it. And remember, you're probably the first generation that are breaking patterns. So nobody else in your family has ever done this. You're probably the first one doing it. So it feels new to your cells. It feels new to your body, right? Because DNA holds memory, your cells hold memory. It feels new. And anything new doesn't feel safe to our biology. So that's why we use energy in the form of light to heal and vibrate our biology, our cells, into the vibration of success that we want to be with. All right? Okay. I'm going to tell you one more story because I think this is important and then we will wrap up. Tell me, everybody, your intention for today. How are you going to make it easy for your clients to work with you today? What are you going to do? How are you going to make it so easy for them? And then how are you going to add value for them today? Go ahead and type that in the chat. All right, so this is my last story, and this is really important. This is really important. So last year, okay, this was so recent. Just to remind you, this year I've made $150,000. Last year, it was July, end of July. From January to July, I'd only made $20,000. And I was feeling like a failure. I was feeling horrible. I was feeling like I couldn't do it. And yet, I did two things. I had a spiritual approach, and then I got coaching from my coach. This is why inside of Permission to Profit, I have spirituality and mindset coaching, because they both have to be happening concurrently. So if you've been learning from another coach or you've been learning from a system that's teaching you this is how you do it, this is how you do it, and there's not a spiritual component, that's the piece that's missing for you. So first thing, my bank account was negative. My husband was very mad at me. He wanted me to quit my business. I couldn't afford meat, so I was eating rice and beans. Like, it felt very much, I know this isn't actually true, but this is how it felt to me. Like, it felt like I was in poverty. I was like, rice and beans. I can't afford to like have a steak. I can't afford to have the meals. And this was because before I could afford these expensive things. And right, I hit a slump where I couldn't afford them anymore. So all of this was happening in my life, and my body was feeling scarce, and I was afraid, and I thought there was something wrong with me. So I go into yoga, I go into my meditation, and I fully surrendered my physical body. I was like, you know what? I need help. I need support. Somebody help me. It was my prayer. I need spiritual support. And then I got this guidance to be asked, how is everything good enough right now? So I went into that state. How is my husband being mad at me good enough? How is my rice and beans good enough? How is a negative bank account good enough? How is it all fine? How am I good enough? Even though I'm experiencing this failure. And I reached this vibrational state of transcendence. It's 1:11 right now. Thank you, Spirit. I reached this vibrational just transcendence of it's all enough. It's all okay. I'm okay. You're okay. Everyone's okay. It is enough. It is enough. And I realized in that moment, I have the richest gift and ability to have inner peace in the center of all these circumstances. And I said, I am okay. I am fine. And I walked out of that room like I was walking on air, walking on clouds. I was like, you know what? I'm fine. I'm enough. Everything's enough. It's fine. And I walked out into the world and I did my things, right? Helped clients, added value, made offers. And 30 days later, I had $25,000 in my bank account. 30 days later, $25,000 in my bank account. Okay? That is what happened. Now, what did I do on the coaching front, right? So that was my spiritual thing. What I did on the coaching front, number one, I had the thought, I'm never giving up on my business. I have such a desire to do my business. that I will do whatever it takes to work. So I was applying at gas. I was like, I'm going to go work at a gas station. I don't care. I'm going to go work at Starbucks. I'm going to go work at Target. I'm going to go work retail. I don't care what it is I have to do. I'm going to get the money to support my business because this is my purpose. This is my passion. This is my dharma. This is my calling. So I had the thought, I'm not giving up and I'll do whatever it takes. But then I went to coaching because I did have thoughts about getting a job. I thought I was embarrassed. And then I thought I was a failure. And then I thought, like, what are people going to think in town? Because I was like, oh, I'm a life coach. I can help you. And I'm going through this thing, like this financial thing. And I thought I shouldn't be going through it. And here's what she helped me think. She helped me think, what an amazing coach you are. What an amazing CEO you are to go out and get what the business needs. The business needs money. The business needs cash flow so that the business can be supported and invested in. And she said, how amazing that you're going out and getting an investor. Your investor is your job so that you can invest in your business and help people. How amazing is this? And I was like, yeah. So I started to get proud. So I went from embarrassment to proud. I was like, actually, I'm a badass. This is amazing. I went out, I applied to Home Goods. I got accepted working at Home Goods. I didn't actually end up having to work at Home Goods because I ended up finding 3 contracts that made me $25,000. But it was because I was willing to feel embarrassed, and then I was willing to feel courageous to get coaching, and then I was willing to feel proud of myself for showing up at my business, doing whatever it takes to get the investment money to continue to invest in my business. So what happened last year is in the final half of the year, I ended up making $55,000. So I ended last year at $75K and I crossed the $100K revenue mark in February. This is what I want you to see. If you're going through a slump in business, there's nothing wrong with you. This is just what happens. Businesses go high, businesses go low. There's huge companies, corporations that are at a deficit or at a loss. It doesn't mean anything about you. So you have the ability to get through this. And this is the type of stuff that I coach on in Type of Permission to Profit for when your cash flow starts to get low. What do you do to create that resiliency and commitment? So you being inside this program is going to create this energy of certainty, this energy of desire, this energy of passion, and unlimited creativity to get in front of your people, to create value for them. And it's this energy and vibration that gives you excited to wake up every morning. That is what's happening inside this program. So if you have not booked your consult yet, head over to CamiKennedy.vip and book your consult because you can double your revenue in 30 days and then get to 10K months. It is happening for you. Period. 100%. That's what we're doing. All right. Okay. Bree says, I've got chills. Exactly. That sounds cool. I love it. Yes, of course. So what is your intention for going and serving your clients, making it easy for them to work with you this week? Tell me what that is. And what my intention is going to be is I'm actually going to open up a few spots. If somebody's watching the replay right now, I'm going to open up 2 consultation calls for Saturday, which is tomorrow. The reason I'm doing that is for anybody who wants to get in on the program. Our first bonus call is on 12/12. So if you want to do a consult, find out the info, find out the investment, and be our first call, then I will open up spots for you to talk with me on Saturday. All right. I don't see any intentions coming in. You should definitely put your intentions in. If you're watching the replay, put your intentions in. My intention for the rest of today is to have fun and to play. And then also, you guys, I want to show you this jacket. I have to. I couldn't wear it because it was too warm to wear during the whole live, but look at it. Look how amazing. How fun, right? Okay, I see the intention. My intention is to connect and serve with people to help them have an organized life. Yes. Beautiful. And then what's the how? What's the action you're going to take? What's the action you're going to take? How can you make it easy for them to work with you? So it is a link. Is it a consult invite? Is it a workshop? Is it, I'm going to teach, I'm going to reach out to someone, put that in there. All right. I am going to hop off for today. I want y'all to have a beautiful weekend. This group is open until the 15th. Remember, $1,200 bonuses are good up until the 15th. Reminder of what those are: you get 2 group coaching calls. The first one is on 12/12. And remember, if some of you are worried about the investment, come to the call. I'll let you know about the payment plan. If you can get on the payment plan, you can double that revenue in the first 30 days, and you can start creating consistent cash flow, consistent clients. That's what we want. All right. Okay, Bree says to be spiritually aligned and tell them what I do. Staying active on social is beautiful. Let's be intentional, Bree. Let's say it. Making offers, making invitations, booking consults, creating clients. I create consults. I create clients. The consult is valuable. All right. I will see you all next week. Bye, everybody.